actually 12:59. We've just left. Now we're heading to Brockville. We'll pick up an empty trailer, and we're going to come all the way back into Ottawa. And we're going to go over to Gatineau and pick up a loaded trailer in Masson. There's a freaking traffic backup up here again, a small one, maybe, possibly, we're not sure. But we're going to get in this lane anyways, because I know they got one lane closed over here. So, yeah. And then once we pick up the loaded trailer in Gatineau, we'll come back here into Ottawa. We'll go home for dinner. And then we'll see you after that. And then we don't need to be down in PA till freaking Wednesday morning, so. And we got a reload out of where the hell do we got to reload out of? Philadelphia, that's it. So, yeah, fun times for all. So, like I said, we're headed to Brockville. We'll check with you once we get there and get the empty trailer. Unless, of course, something exciting happens between here and there. You just never know. Alrighty, we're doing something different to try to avoid the BS on King Edward. Going through that part of downtown. We're going to go right into the heart of downtown here. We're going to go into the belly of the beast. Try something totally different. We're going to cross at the only other truck crossing. Normally I'd go up Bronson, but unfortunately Bronson is full of construction. They're ripping it up, so not a good choice. So we're going to take Kent up to Albert, and I'm hoping this works out. If not, we won't be in trouble. We're probably the only zipperhead that's coming down here with a truck. All the other guys are just saying screw it. So you can see over there on the right that this is a truck route. See the white sign with the truck and the green circle around it? Yeah, so we've got 2 more streets to go here, and then we gotta make the left, I think. This is Laurier. Yeah, then we got what do we got after that? I think that's Slater and then Albert. Albert 1 will be interesting, but I think we can do it. So, you guys get to be in the belly of the beast of downtown Ottawa. Yeah. Well, we've actually been down this road before, driving to Lindenwood, so you know this street. So, actually, we're on the west side of the downtown, more or less. It's basically all downtown. It's the making the left up here. That's going to make life interesting. Start straddling this lane now a little bit so no one sneaks up beside me. Nice part is it is a one-way going to the left, so I don't have to worry about any traffic creeping up to the stop line that I'm going to run over. I think Mr. Paramedic here on the right forgot his he's got his flashes on. Oh, Lord. To think I used to do frickin' daily deliveries down here. What a nightmare that used to be. Mind you, it was a much smaller trailer. It was a day cab truck. So, that definitely makes a difference. Oh, look, my trailer's blocking the whole intersection now. Nice. Come on, people, move up. We're going to get some pedestrians trying to walk underneath my trailer. There we go, we made her. Made her through. Like I said, this is where you got to watch again. These people will stand right on the freaking curb. Of course, we're going to have a line of people crossing the street. It's not going to be fun. Hopefully we don't have to run anyone over. We're about to find out. Yes, you can see the temperatures have warmed up because people are taking the tops off their convertibles. It's going to be tight corner, but we can do it. Go, go, go. We're going to have to wait till the next light, I think. Good thing we pulled the tandems all the way up. That's for sure. Well, we'll crawl out into the intersection anyway once we get the green. So once it goes yellow, we'll definitely be able to turn. Hopefully people will be smart enough to get the frig out of my way. We shall find out. As you can see, like I said, they all stand up the curb. They will not pay any attention to me. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah, we're missing the curb, so we're lucky. It's a good thing you have the tandems all the way up. This is a major part of the transitway and a bus route, so I can't see them closing it because of the construction on Bronson. Of course, the right-hand turn onto Booth is going to be interesting too. Well, we shall see. It's all good, right? Hopefully my battery lasts here because I can't plug it in right now because my phone's charging. But mind you, if the battery dies, I'll unplug the phone and plug you guys in. Don't worry. I won't leave you missing anything. We'd pushed for years and years and years to have them build an aquarium here because they were wanting to do an aquarium. Then that never happened. Instead, no, let's build condos because, you know, they make more money for the city. So this next turn up here, that's going to be the interesting one. We should be all right. But like I said, this is way better than getting down through Nicholas and, well, the Queensway was already backed up anyways. But Nicholas and King Edward and all that would have just been a nightmare, I'm sure. The old E.B. Eddy paper plant is across here. You guys will see that. Plus a really old, narrow-ass bridge, which we just make under. Now, if they were smart, Booth Street here goes right up to the Queensway. But, unfortunately, because it's residential, they don't allow the trucks through there. Sucks. And yes, that is a double-decker bus up ahead of us. We have lots of them here in Ottawa. From what I hear, they're slowly phasing out the articulated buses. They're going with the double-deckers. Apparently, the articulated ones are always getting stuck in the wintertime. So, I don't know if they'll fully phase them out or what. There's another one over to the right. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting corner. We're going to have to straddle here again. See if anyone will let me. They're not letting me over. I'm going to push them over. I don't give a shit. Screw that. Oh, look at this. Perfect opportunity to make the turn. Pedestrian got out of the way, but we didn't ride the curb anyways. Well, we were right on the edge of it, though, I tell you that much. Look what the frig are they all building down here, man. It's a shame. This used to be just all green space. They got the new War Museum. It's not so new anymore. You'll see that straight ahead in a minute on the left. Was RCMP coming through. That's slamming on the brakes. He was right behind me, and all of a sudden I looked, I see the flashy lights, and so I don't think he was too happy with me, but I pulled ahead enough. That's why I had to go in the middle of the intersection so he could get around me. And he turned right on the parkway, so he's going downtown somewhere. And RCMP is just for Parliament buildings down here and the embassies and a few government installations, and that's about it. So I don't know where the hell, and they do the parkways. So I don't know where the hell he was going, but alrighty, let's go. Let's go. See, they have another bridge in the West End that they could revamp and turn into a truck route. and it has no interference from any downtown, anything. But they refuse to do it because it goes through one very influential residential neighborhood. So, because of that, and I don't know if the bridge, I don't think the bridge is rated for trucks. They'd have to rebuild it, but they could. Again, I go on and on about friggin' our wonderful city and their lack of truck routes to get across to the Quebec side. Yeah, so these buildings here you're seeing, it's now Domtar. On the right used to be an old part of the mill too, but it's no longer in use. There's something else that goes on there. This is basically called Victoria Island. Here in Ottawa, used to be the old home of the old E.B. Eddy's paper mill. And it's all dammed up here for the Ottawa River. And there's no passage through for boats in this section, anyway. And they have hydroelectric here also, I think, part of it. So, which I might be able to show you here coming up on the left in a little bit. It's also here on the right. Here. This is where all the damming is, or some of it. It's the old parts of it, and this is used to run have electricity here. I don't know what this other part is. It's no longer in use. You can see there's a lot of this stuff that they no longer use, like all over here it's no longer used. Just all old buildings. But this is like Domtar, like I said. Put you back here for a moment. Oh great, this is everything coming down to one lane. That sucks. That's why everything's going so slow. Well, that's okay, that's good. That means once we get through it, we're good. Once we go over this little bridge here, I'll pull the camera off again and you'll be able to see the other part of the damming process. The structure, ancient structure. The Chaudière Hydro LP Water Power Inc., or whatever you want to call it, which is this building over here, these buildings I should say. Oh, sorry guys, I know. So 4.7 meters, like I said, we fit. We're 4.0 or 4.1 or whatever, 4.0. So anyways, here we go. This is one place you don't want to fall into. Trust me. They've got all the gates opened up, so she's really coming through. It's probably because of still the spring runoff or whatever. I'm not sure. Comes down from the Gatineaus, but this water is a move in. It's for darn sure. So, we'll put you back up here. Place I used to do a lot of pickups at, part of when I was working in the locally here, was this building up here on the right, so that's why I had to come across here. And I think Celadon used to, if I remember correctly, I've done a couple for Celadon here too, way back when. So, and this is where this sucks. This is where it pays to have your tandems pulled all the way up, because we're right up against the barrier. Almost. We're like inches. Literally inches. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not having to pick up here now, because holy crap, they ever changed this. I couldn't make this right-hand turn if my life depended on it, because that's where we used to go in. It's now down part of Domtar also. Well, they've changed it around anyways. So, yeah. Definitely not a good way to go. We're not going to come back this way, I'll tell you that much. try to come back the normal way. This is where we gotta straddle a bit and make a left. Hopefully no one tries to get in underneath us here. We're now in, well, what used to be the old Hull. Some people still call it Hull, but technically it's all Gatineau now. A lot of riders on down here. And that's probably the best way to get around. Actually, I just saw 2 of those riders had rentals. So I guess... Alrighty, yep, battery died like I thought. We made the left. Now I'm pretty sure we can do this stretch to the right. We're going to find out in an awful hurry. I know I've been down through there with the small truck. I'm sure I've been down there with the big truck at one point. I don't see anything that says no trucks turning right, so we are going to hope for the best. Alrighty, I'm pooped. Just went in the trailer, cleaned out. Again, guys, nails. Absolutely full of nails. Freaking ridiculous. But somebody's got to do it, right? Alrighty, we're just going over the King Edward Bridge here. You can see Parliament buildings over there. Major Hills Park too. I know it's hard for you to see, but I know you can see the Parliament buildings. That's got to be able to pick them out of all that. So, alright, we're on our way back through. I'm not going to film through it. Again, you guys have seen it enough in the last few days. But traffic is pretty good now. It might still be a little heavy on the Queensway, but we're doing good. 6 o'clock, a little bit behind schedule from what I want it to be, but that's life.